Assalamualaikum, I'm Serva and today we're going to be making Persian pan kebab or kebab tabei, which is a kebab simply cooked in a pan. This kebab is ideal for these winter days that we cannot go out and have a nice juicy kebab on a charcoal grill, and also with COVID-19 we cannot go to the restaurant, so maybe this kebab can satisfy your craving for kebab. Of course it's not exactly the same, but it's still so delicious and it's super easy to make. So let's get started. So to begin, we're going to finely grate 2 medium onions using small shredding holes of a box grater. Here I use 1 red onion and 1 yellow onion. Normally, yellow onion has a sharper taste compared to the red onion and is a perfect choice for kebab if you use only one type, but you can use whichever one you prefer or you have on hand. Now I'm going to squeeze out the juice from the onions to get rid of extra juice, otherwise too much juice will be released in the pan and doesn't let kebabs to be fried well. But a little bit of juice is okay, so you don't have to squeeze too hard. Then I add 500 grams of ground beef to the onions. Traditionally, this kebab is made with a mixture of ground beef and lamb, but feel free to use different combination or different types of ground meats you have. Next, I add the spices, including 1 teaspoon of turmeric, half of a teaspoon of smoked red pepper, half of a teaspoon of black pepper, half of a teaspoon of coriander powder, as well as 1 teaspoon of salt. Now I'm going to use my hand, with gloves of course because of my long nails, to mix and knead the mixture until it's smooth and all the ingredients are well combined. This takes around 5 to 7 minutes depending on the amount of meat we're using. Massaging the meat helps tenderizing and softening of your meat, and it's really fundamental to get a tender and juicy kebab. Then I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of saffron water. This amount is equal to a 1/4 teaspoon of saffron that I've already ground and steeped in hot water for 1 hour. If you don't have saffron, simply omit it. Now at this point that the meat is sticking to your hand and you cannot remove it easily, it's a sign that your meat is ready for cooking. So in a large non-stick pan, I'm going to spread the meat to cover the pan evenly, and I flatten it by hand. At this stage, I don't add any oil as the meat has enough fat, but if you want, you can add a tablespoon of vegetable oil before adding the meat to the pan. Here is important, the layer of the meat you spread is not too thick. You want the thickness of your meat layer to be 1 centimeter, so if your pan is not large enough to cook all your meat, cook it in 2 batches. Then we're gonna cover and let cook at medium heat for about 10 minutes or until we see the juice has released from the meat. Then uncover the pan and use a spatula to cut the meat into 3 to 4 centimeters wide strips. Then let cook without lid for further 5 to 7 minutes or until all the juice from the mixture evaporates and the meat becomes brown on the side touching the pan. Then we're going to flip the strips over and let another side cook until lightly brown. This takes about 5 minutes. At this stage, if necessary, you can add 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil to prevent burning of the meat. Here I'm using the oil. When the kebabs are well done or well cooked and they're brown on both sides, we're gonna remove them from the pan, and then to the same pan we're gonna add the tomatoes and peppers. Here we're using banana pepper, you can use any pepper you have. Then cover and cook for about 5 minutes or until they are soft. Don't forget to flip them halfway through. There you have it, this nicely brown, juicy and flavorful kebab which is smelling so amazing and every bite is oozing with deliciousness. You can serve it with some saffron rice and pan-seared tomato and pepper, and garnish with some sumac. Or you can put it in your sandwich or wrap along with other veggies and some fresh herbs and some salsa. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and you give it a try soon. The link to the recipe as always can be found in the description box below. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and to subscribe.